Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our Iron Curtain series. So, India's got a few military units hanging out near me. We're friends with them. India actually has just entered the Renaissance era, so we're going to need to definitely catch up. Why? I heard that sound. That was the sound of the settler and the galley delinking. I guess because the settler decided to walk onto land like an idiot. Relink. And do me a favor this time, stay in the freaking water. We discussed this in the last episode. The pathfinding tries to put them on land, which embarking and disembarking takes up extra movement points. If you're trying to get down... Okay, Chichen Itza was just built. Whoop-de-doo. All right, if you're trying to get down there as soon as possible, why would you step onto land? Like, I'm giving you an order, just follow it. All right, so this settler now needs to come here. All right, it's going to be 5 turns. An unmet player has been defeated. I'm going to guess that was a city-state as well. Meanwhile, we have this settler. All right, yeah, you go there. We've got an envoy. Perfect. Why don't we go ahead and... We are going to have commercial hub districts soon, so let's go ahead and start working towards that bonus with Jakarta. So far, we're not at war with anybody. We're building up an empire, trying to, basically, as I said in the beginning, get the engine going as rapidly as possible. Ooh, we can build a Colossus here. I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. Let's go for the Lighthouse so we have those benefits, but maybe a Colossus soon. And as a matter of fact, I think we have a trader there. Yes, we do, so we can get a production bonus, which might... Yeah, let's trade with Hong Kong. That'll help us get a trading post there, and then maybe the Colossus will be a little bit more justifiable. Let's have a look at that real quick. 38 turns. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's see if we can do it. The Colossus of Melbourne. Okay, now we do need to improve these pastures. Of course, the culture bombs are going off. That's nice, actually. It's going to connect these borders to Adelaide's. Okay, so this trader's done with Adelaide, so now I would imagine Brisbane needs to be the next spot. Also because it gives Canberra some extra food. Not bad at all. So let's go ahead and get that trade route started, and we're going to have roads going that way. Nice! Almost to turn 200. Would you accept my offer of friendship? Yes! Yes, I would, because I'm about to settle right next to you. What's been built? What did we just lose? Great Lighthouse. Okay, well, I wasn't building a Great Lighthouse, I don't think. I'm just trying to build Colossus. All right, so we're about to settle right next to them, so that could not have come at a better time. There we go. Now we can improve that iron if I wanted to. Do I have any iron yet? No, I don't. So yeah, I need to go ahead and improve that. Ah, we got to the Renaissance. What do you know? That was a little bit sooner than I was expecting.
Not all who wander are lost.
But that's just because we got cartography.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armor, until, at last, a fighting man resembled an armadillo.
Indeed. I love that quote. Okay, let's go for horseback riding because we're way behind. Just going to take 2 turns at this point. But now we have access to caravels, so we're going to start scouting in that way as soon as possible. Now, what would be the fastest route down here? This way. Yeah, it's very clear that the sea route is fastest, but the game's auto routing is just trying really hard to pick a route that takes longer. So just make a mental note when you're giving these orders, you know, the game doesn't always make the smartest decision with movement points. Be aware. I could purchase a monument here. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. I'm a big fan of purchasing the early buildings because they eat up so much production, but if you can purchase them and get their benefits immediately, everything afterward benefits from that increased food, increased production, increased civics, whatever it might have been. It's just so much better. All right, so let's go ahead and improve that iron. So now we have a mine there, which will help with production in Newcastle. Speaking of that, can I switch to production focus? Yes, I can. And that will help build the theater square considerably faster. What about in Adelaide? Can we do the same there? Okay, it's not going to speed it up any. Brisbane? Yep, definitely. Canberra, we're already doing production focus while building the Oracle. We actually have 2 wonders building right now. We'll be lucky if we get them both. Particularly, we'll be lucky if we get Melbourne's Colossus. I actually think we're going to get the... I really do think we're going to get the Oracle. Oh, interesting. Look, we can now go into the deep with our settler as a result of our new technology. All right, let's go ahead and get those pearls, because extra pearls means the ability to trade things. And the offer should actually come straight to us, but I could always leverage them with another civ.
A man on a horse is spiritually as well as physically bigger than a man on foot.
I wonder what the look on Sean Bean's face was when they asked him to read some of these quotes. Because I'm sure some of them he knew, but some were like, okay, this, all right. What's this from again, you know? Who am I kidding? It's Sean Bean. He clearly knew every single reference, even better than the developers, right? All right, so Oracle's 9 turns away in Canberra. Hopefully even closer than that, because we're about to get another citizen in Canberra. Oh, damn it! Damn it! I should have known that would happen. Okay, well, I could still settle here. It's going to be right in the middle of their territory. They're not going to like that. Man, our gamble was so close to paying off. So close. I mean, look at that. As a matter of fact, we might have done it if not for the issue with this border from Mumbai. All right, well, you know what? What that means is we're now going to send our settlers as rapidly east as we can get them. Well, that's a shame. That's a real shame. But we can now send these settlers straight across. They're going to do a little bit of scouting, which is not normally wise, but that's the next best option that I have. We'll just have to keep an eye on what is near the coast of wherever I'm looking around, and hopefully...
Create with the heart. Build with the mind.
Chris Jami. Okay. See, this is one of the new changes with the update. We get access to niter when we unlock military engineering instead of with gunpowder, so we have the opportunity to improve the resources before we research musketmen. We could also go ahead and go for printing and have the Forbidden City wonder. We need 2 universities to make that happen, though. So let's... Yeah, you know what? Let's get education first, then go for printing, because if we can get those 2 universities built, which is not likely, but I mean, if we can do that, that might potentially be better. Okay, we officially can't go any further with that scout, which is not terribly surprising. I could build another city right here if I wanted to. It wouldn't be the most productive city in the world, but I could do it. And that way, no one could settle down here. There would be no question. Yeah, I should probably do that, just to ensure that no one forward settles me. So I'm gonna, with this settler, I'm gonna go ahead and just start a city right here. This settler, however, has grander dreams. Hard to believe we're 200 turns into the game already. Only 5 episodes into the series, and we're playing on epic speed, no less. Okay, Bendigo. All right, so would it be? Yeah, I'm going to keep sticking to the same logic. Let's go for the watermill first. Go for that immediate food and production bonus. Alright, we'll go for the library in Brisbane. Okay, we can no longer... Unless we take this galley... Oh, wait. Hang on. We can upgrade it to a caravel when we have 405 gold. So let's... We're actually making a decent amount of gold. Let's just move it around to Canberra, and it might be close to upgradable by the time the settler crosses here. So let's give that order. Meanwhile, we're going to get this scout out from Russia's borders as soon as possible because I don't want him to get trapped up here. Russia is much less likely to make a deal with me. All right, our declaration of friendship with Gandhi has expired, so... Ooh. Interesting. Okay, he no longer likes me. I'm not terribly surprised, given that I've... I suppose you can consider what I've done to him now twice as forward settling. These two cities right here. I'm surprised that it let me establish cities so close, though. Okay, so 1 gold per turn, silk, and a flat payment of 11 gold. And he wants me to open my borders. His borders are already open to me, and he wants... See, I could benefit from the extra from the silk. I definitely could. All right. Yeah. See, I didn't open my borders to him. All right, let's go with that then. So now we have an additional luxury resource, just for those extra pearls that I improved. So that's already paid off.
I sprang upon the swift ship in the form of a dolphin. Pray to me as Apollo Delphinius. Also the altar itself shall be called Delphinius and overlooked forever.
So we've gotten a wonder.
There is no
it's actually
easy
two
way to
wonders.
train an apprentice. My 2 tools are example and nagging.
All right, so we have 2 wonders in Canberra, which isn't bad, all things considered. I have access to another trader as well, so let's go ahead and build that trader. We're going to need that first. Oh, okay, so now Gandhi wants to be friends again. We're happy to let the world know we stand united as friends. Sure. All right, so an Arabian embassy now. It's a shame we didn't get to settle Southern Africa, but the alternative could be much, much better. All right, let's upgrade that to a caravel. Very nice. And now we can send you in advance of this settler. Out to the coast of the Americas. There's New Zealand. Those of you who read the comments from a few episodes back will appreciate that. There she is. Let's actually do that real quick just to scout it out. I mean, this thing can move so far and so fast. I'm going to need to build another one pretty soon. I'm enjoying this a great deal, I have to say. I always love a good empire building series. I like being able to just build up and not be attacked too early. It not only allows for the possibility of some epic wars in the end game, but as I said a few episodes ago, it gives me that satisfying, step-by-step process. I love the conflict, too. It's fun to have the challenge of having to tug of war between fighting, well, no pun intended, but fighting wars and building up your empire, doing both at once, but this is still good. So now we have...
Every man should make his son learn some useful trade or profession, so that in these days of changing fortunes, they may have something tangible to fall back upon.
Big deal. We now have access to the Outback Station, and that's what's really going to help us start getting ahead. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile. Not really. I still want the +1 production in all cities. I still want 50% production towards settlers. So let's go with that. Okay, now the next question is we're starting to get access to the next levels of government. And right now we are a very peaceful government. I might want to kind of stay in that direction. Where's the final... Yeah, it's Merchant Republic. This is the new equivalent. We could totally go that route if we wanted to. We're a few items away from it. Let's go for Mercenaries so we get that envoy sooner. And then go for Medieval Fairs and Merchant Republic. As much as I want diplomatic service, I want a new government sooner. All right, let's go ahead and buy a library. Or not buy, but build a library. Words. Now, Sydney has... You know what? I probably should build walls here. Let's go ahead and do that just in case. I would not want there to be a war. All right, religion has reached us. Let's have a look then at Hinduism. Pagodas, +3 faith, +1 housing, not bad. +2 gold for each city following this religion, so that doesn't give us the gold, it gives India the gold. Jerks. Combat units gain +10 combat strength when in the borders of friendly cities that follow this religion. Relics have triple yield, both faith and tourism. Okay, so India is going to be in the competition for a culture victory, I would imagine. All right, let's head for the Americas. It's going to happen pretty quickly. We're going to be at the tip of South America in a few turns.
It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it.
Okay, we don't really need the Hagia Sophia, so... Okay, I guess we didn't get the Colossus, even though, notice, once again, it did not actually tell me that. This is a persistent problem with Civ 6 that still hasn't been fixed. I hate to complain, but in the most recent patch, it didn't notify me that someone else has built it. It still has the Great Lighthouse as the last player-built wonder, so someone else got the Colossus, unfortunately. I wish I knew who, but anyway. Printing is... Oh, sweet. Let's work on printing now. Yes, absolutely. So we want printing so we get access to the Forbidden City. Maybe we'll get that wonder. If we can get that wonder, it's going to be hard to make a case for beating us in this game. Because we get that the extra wild card policy. Now... It's actually going to be buildable in 15 turns, and this university is going to take 14 turns. So yes, please, let's go ahead and do that. And here in Brisbane, we could build a great library. +1 great scientist point per turn. Receive boost to all ancient and classical era technologies, but we're well past that. I could just go for a market. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for a market. It's 10 turns. Let's make sure we get our gold income nice and buffered. And we have this new trader that's just finished. So right now, let's look at our trade route summary. Canberra to Brisbane, Melbourne to Hong Kong. So Canberra to Newcastle, maybe? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We want to have roads in between all of our main cities, so let's do that. Meanwhile, this settler's going to head this direction. Oh, there's an island there that I haven't explored yet. Gonna have to take a look at that. Okay, we are in the Southern Pacific with this caravel, but notice how the mini-map is peeling away. We have a larger, better perspective on the world than at any point yet. You know what, let's scout up this direction. Let's go. Okay, it's one island. It's a couple, actually. No new resources, though. I probably should colonize New Zealand, like right there. So when we're done with some of this stuff, we can look into those options. Still deep water, not seeing any hint of South America yet, so we should see it quite soon. There it is. Oh, we've got barbarians, which is a very good sign. Okay, I think this is going to be Hawaii right here. Terracotta Army's just been built, so someone's army just got a lot stronger. Who built it? An unmet player. Okay. Alright, I don't think that's Hawaii. But the fact that I'm seeing barbarians implies to me the lack... Okay, this is the southern tip of South America, so we're going to come back up this direction next turn. But that implies that there might be a lack of civilizations in this area. This might be ripe for colonizing. That is very good news. Screw you, buddy. Screw you, pal. Yep, I'm not seeing anything. I am very encouraged. And we've got some mountains, too, which means... Oh, wait. Holy crap. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hang on. Hang on. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? If we put a campus on this tile... Oh, Jesus. We need to put a city right here. Holy mother of God. Yep, that's going to be a city. right there. Well, maybe... Yeah, maybe right there. It's perfect. Oh, that's going to be a sick campus. That's going to be amazing. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and bring this scout to help, well, to help scout. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm not seeing any other civilizations. If we move quickly and crank out settlers while we're still using that civic policy, oh my god, we're going to be dominant over the Americas. At least that's the way it's looking at the moment. Now, I could build a settler in Melbourne for 12... Yep, let's do it. Absolutely. We have an extra envoy, so extra gold in each commercial hub district or extra production. I don't have industrial zones yet, so we get a more immediate benefit from this. So let's go for that. Meanwhile... Damn!
Bom dia. É uma honra conhecê-lo pessoalmente. Parece que mentes brilhantes se atraem.
Okay, I was afraid of that. Brazil does exist, but for whatever reason... Okay, he's actually pretty close, but for whatever reason, he hasn't colonized down here yet. So we do have competition for the Americas. Oh man, that sucks. I was really hoping that this was a Europe and Asia-centric map. And it's not.
The natural history of this archipelago is very remarkable. It seems to be a little world within itself.
Hey, a Darwin quote. A Darwin quote for the Galapagos, no less. Big surprise.
Being a mercenary, though, hey, we just go wherever there's a mixture of money and trouble.
Okay. +1 culture and +1 science from international. For a second, I thought that said internal trade routes. I was like, yes, please. But no, that's for trading confederations. Nope. Gonna hold off on that, and I'm actually going to... Yeah, we're gonna wait until the next turn to beach them. We don't have a choice, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna run the risk of... Let's go for medieval fairs. I didn't want to run the risk of running them up on shore when there were barbarians nearby, but I don't see any, so I think we're okay. Alright, Brisbane. What would it take for you to build a settler? 15 turns? Should probably get on that, shouldn't I? I should send a bunch of settlers that direction. But I also need a university. University is going to be purchasable at 1,350 gold. Great Library would take 40 turns. University would take 23. This almost is as good as the university. Yeah, let's just go for the university in Brisbane. Now, what do we have here? Yeah, let's keep working for extra science. We're doing pretty well science-wise. Let's keep it up. We want to stay competitive in that regard. And let's see what else is going on in the Americas. So it looks... Yeah, Brazil has gone north. That's why there doesn't appear to be anything in southern South America. So good and bad. Good because we have room to colonize. Bad because it's not as amazingly barren as it looked like. Okay, so we are almost up to Baja California. Would you accept my offer of friendship? Yes, I would. It's going to hit the fan at some point. I know it is. But we just haven't gotten to that point yet. Okay, we need to build builders because we need outback stations. We need every single outback station. All right. Hey, there was an enemy unit ready to come attack us right at that moment. All right, so Perth. Let me go ahead and buy a granary because we want that city to grow as rapidly as possible. And then start work on ancient walls for obvious reasons. We want that city to be able to defend itself. Right, here's Baja California. Let's run all the way up there. Okay, not seeing anything, and there is some jade there, so our next settler is probably going to settle right up here. Because there's some desert tiles, we could build more outback stations up here. All right, I'm actually going to send my scout up to North America and see what's going on in that area. I'm still going to use my caravel, but I mean, I want to actually get on land still.
What gunpowder did for war, the printing press has done for the mind.
Okay, how soon can I get started on that? We are 3 turns away from our builder, and then we're going to start building that new wonder. So, military tactics, military engineering, Alhambra would be nice to have for the extra military policy spot. Yeah, let's go for that. It's going to take 5 turns. We're already halfway there because we're boosted. All right, now Sydney has access to a new district, so I could go for a harbor and get extra trade route capacity. I could go for a builder and improve a lot in the area. It'd probably be the best thing to do. Let's go for that, because there's an amenity problem as well. That's unfortunate. Not a lot I can do about that at present. See what I'm talking about? Alaska is like way up here, and then this is the edge of the map. I was talking about this, I think, in the last episode. Okay, great scientist. Isaac Newton instantly builds a university and library in this district. Universities provide +2 science. All right, so... yeah, let's go for the monument here now for that extra civics point. Now, we're building a university in Brisbane, so if I take Isaac and transfer him immediately... or should I maybe do it in Adelaide? Yeah, let's just use him here, because then he gets a library and a university in Adelaide instantly. Amazing. And we get +2 science. Heck yeah, we just got a +10 point science boost in Adelaide. And we're not building anything there anymore, so we can work on building, say, the amphitheater and get civic points as well. Yes, I did just double back a bit because I wanted to see what was going on there. There doesn't appear to be anything on the American coast. So we'll either settle a colony here or here. All right, Newcastle also needs to build an amphitheater. Would we benefit from building another district first? Nope, let's do a builder first. We need more builders for those outback stations. So many outback stations, it's going to be great. Okay, so this trader... what's our current trade route overview? Canberra to Newcastle, Melbourne to Hong Kong. Alright, so the road's been built here, so we need to transfer you probably up to one of our newer cities. Can I transfer you to Perth? Yes, I can. Perfect! That'll help Perth grow a lot faster. Establish a real presence down there. Alright, so Canberra is done with its builder. You know what that means. We have a lot to do. Tell you what, I'm just going to queue up another builder in Canberra. But I can start building outback stations right now. Matter of fact, there's one available at the moment. Yeah, there is nothing going on in North America. I don't think Teddy Roosevelt is in the game. All right, so let's trade with Sao Paulo. I was really hoping to be able to trade across the Pacific, but I guess it's too far. Unless I establish cities out here that make it more doable. So let's trade with Sao Paulo. That way we maybe even have a... tell you what, hang on. Let's send a delegation. We politely refuse. Of course you do. All right, so we actually could be facing a war with him, which is unfortunate, but... our first major conflict might be over...
I keep them all. With them, I shall build my castle.
Yeah, our first war might be with Brazil, I would imagine, in order to defend our colonization efforts. Okay, so now... I'm going to go for military engineering so we can work our way towards musketmen, because I just want to be prepared for war. I want to be ready for the worst. All right, and then we're going to send our scouts straight that direction. All right, let's get all the way up here. All right, there's an encampment. Just trying to find as many of those as we can. Hey, here we go. First outback station of the game, connected to the pasture there. So extra food and housing for Canberra. And interesting, our amenity problem just went away. Wonder how that is. Huh. Maybe I'll figure that out in the next episode. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one here. In the next one, we're going to keep building outback stations as much as possible. And then we're going to continue colonizing. Oh, no. They've got a city here now. Did I see that before and just miss it? Or did that just pop up? I feel like that just popped up. Yeah, so we are going to be in competition for them. But there's nothing... maybe that was there. Maybe I just forgot. But we have to colonize here. We have to colonize up here. We have to beat Brazil to it. And they're not going to like it. So we've got our work cut out for us. Thanks very much for watching. If you there's the answer, by the way. Germany's in the game. I just spotted it. Some of you might have seen the gray dot on the map earlier, so that answers the question. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk about this in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New historical and grand strategy content airs every single day at noon Eastern time on my channel. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.